Yeah, Christina's hungry.
Cool.
Damn it! Stores! Damn it! By me! I'm confused! Don't wanna be confused!
How's it going, everyone?
Good.
We're here again.
Well, we are well.
Zach is not here today. We fired him.
Yeah, maybe next time he'll actually show you his dick like he promised.
No, it was you. You wanted to look at his cock. That's what it was.
He told me it
He
was
got
you.
offended and he quit. He said, "Bam, me too'd me. I'm out."
He told me that it was you. That you texted him late night and was like, "Yo, send me that."
Was that the offensive thing that he said? Is no, I don't want to see your
I
penis.
feel like if it was an offensive thing and he left, it would be no one wants to show me their dick. I'm out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the most believable.
For sure.
Yeah. He wanted to see all of our dicks.
He'll be back
I'm gonna
next week
I'm gonna gender swap your dick on this app.
and see if I want to fuck you or not.
Yeah, remember the time he gender swapped us all? Just debated if he would jerk it to us or not.
Yeah,
That'll be a Patreon episode, I guess.
yeah. I catch my lady picture up on his Instagram every once in a while. Should have screenshot.
hilarious.
Very late at night, like very late at night. So, cheers to Zach.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zach.
Thanks
see
for
you next week.
Thanks for the beer.
being a real. See you next Tuesday.
Literally. All right, so let's go around and plug socials and stuff. I'm Josh Ruff at joshruff.com and all the things. www.joshruff.com. We're here at Renaissance Studios at RS Tattoo NY on Instagram.
Hi everyone, Reggie Inks here. You can find me at Reggie Inks on Facebook and Instagram, and I tattoo and draw shit.
Twitter, Patreon.
I
Give him a
canceled my
dollar.
Patreon.
But no one gave you $1?
Well, I had the postcard thing, and that was getting too much work for like one person to subscribe.
That makes sense.
Okay.
I'm
Yep.
Christina. You can find me at Christina_Maslar on Instagram, Christina Maslar on Facebook, and here.
I'm Bam Maslar. I'm a painter. You can find me at bamburnthings.com or bam_Maslar on Instagram, or find me on TikTok. I don't remember what my username is there, but I'm sure I
He's
posted
there.
something.
TikTok.
TikTok.
Wow, way to go. You actually did your credits today. I'm
Yeah.
proud of you.
Great.
Yeah.
I was going to troll you, but you
It
did
went-
them.
it went too well?
Yeah, it went too well.
Yeah. Well, I figured then after that, talk about the event coming up.
Okay. Well, yeah, we are sponsored by the North Brewery still. We have some
And-
fine beers here today, courtesy of Zachariah Christ.
And in 2 weeks, there'll be a Halloween back-to-back event nights that Christina and I have been planning, along with Reggie, doing
Tell us about
artwork.
this event.
So Friday, October 29th, will be the Shining Night, where Christina has done awesome posters for it. So there'll be 35 posters available.
And then a 1 of 1 that's going to be raffled.
Ooh, cool.
One of
That looks
one.
different.
Yeah. There'll be a beer pairing with it. I don't remember.
It is raspberry lime, and it's called Twins.
Cranberry lime.
No, it's
Those-
raspberry.
Oh,
Raspberry lime.
don't ask me.
And it's called Twins.
But it's bright red, like blood, like The
that's cool.
Shining. They asked that people dress up nice. There's going to be some cool, like, weird photo prop type shit going on. So snag a photo.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be classy, 1920s like.
Yeah.
Or if you want to dress like Wendy's cigarette with the impossibly long ash, go for that too.
Or the bear.
Blowjob bear.
Blowjob bear. And then
Yeah, what's the next day?
that should be between 4 and 10 p.m., I believe, subject to change. Saturday, October 30th, will be Texas Chainsaw Massacre Day, where there's a poster done by Mr. Reginald.
Cool.
And then there's going to be barbecue from Jerome,
Oh, sweet.
friend of ours, doing barbecue. There will be a Halloween costume contest with several prizes available, judged by Christina, myself, and then the owners of the brewery. Also, some more photo type shit going on. I think that's it. Oh, the beer pairing that Reggie and I worked on a label together on. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but it's
Coconut. Smoked coconut.
smoked coconut, and it's called
Sawyer.
Family Vacation.
There you go.
Cool. Sounds awesome. So that's October 29th and 30th then.
Yes.
Cool. come on down, people. Come check it out.
Come get drunk with us.
Come do things on the Ave.
All right, so what are we talking about today?
Cursed Artwork 2, Electric Boogaloo.
The sequel.
The sequel.
Awesome.
Sequelitis.
Sequels are always worse, so don't get your hopes up.
No, that's not true. It's not true. There's some good
Except for
sequels out
Terminator
there.
2.
Or every James Cameron sequel. pretty
Bad
much.
Santa 2 was pretty good.
It was all right. It was not as good as the first one, though.
Yeah, see?
But it's better than
Terminator 2 was like fucking better than the first one
but Bad
by
Santa,
a million.
Bad Santa 2 is still better than any comedy that's come out in the last 5 years.
True.
So
Call a reboot.
And
I guess?
Aliens. Aliens was another James Cameron
Yeah.
sequel.
Yep.
Fucking awesome.
Totally cranked up the action in that one.
Yeah. And I guess we'll see what Avatar 2 has in store.
Oh, jeez.
Whatever.
Blue people.
More blue people.
Do you think they changed Papyrus?
Yeah, change the papyrus font to something
Fuck.
cool.
Banknote Gothic.
Are they gonna stick with that
Copper
like
plate.
early 2000s nostalgic font?
I hope they did copperplate, just because that's what I use for everything.
There's a great skit on SNL with Ryan Gosling where he's talking about how great it is, but he's just like up in the middle of the night, torn up about it being papyrus as the text and why did they use it. And it's just him like mental breakdown over it. He just can't.
That's funny.
So
All right, should we start with the images or?
yeah.
Yeah, let's get into it.
So first one, Crying Boy. This is made by Giovanni Bregolin.
Is that a watermark on the top there?
Probably.
Okay. Yeah, let's pull it off the internet.
Yeah. So
Might be subject to copyright. Don't
Yeah.
sue us.
we don't have money.
Nobody's gonna watch this anyway. It's
Do
fine.
that beer if you can get you drunk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zach will pay you in beer if you feel like suing.
I could send you a poster. So not
One
much
of 35.
Yeah. Not much is known about this dude who painted this. He was born as Bruno Amito on November 9th, 1911 in Italy.
This guy was born.
He was born.
He was a painting and restorer who made a series of paintings known as Crying Boys for pictures for passing tourists through Italy. So there was a rumor that he left for Spain after the war began, and he was painting children from a local orphanage that burned down.
Interesting.
But there's no real record of that. He died in September 22nd of 1981. If you go to the next one, there's a picture
he
of
died.
him painting.
He died.
We got a drink to.
So that's about all
Died and being born.
we really know about this dude. So fast forward to September 4th, 1985. The British tabloid The Sun published this story of the blazing curse of the Crying Boy picture.
Is that on here?
Yeah, if you go to the next one, there's the report right there. So firefighter reported that there was a bunch of fires that obliterated homes, and the only thing that survived were those pictures,
Damn.
untouched. So
That's pretty cool.
after that, a bunch of rumors began to swirl of why it happened. So on October 24th, so a month later, another one came out. If you go to the next one, and this article was also published by The Sun. And
Crying
it
Boy
was
curse strikes again.
The Godber
Print undamages family's home burns.
Yeah.
Wow.
So another family came up and said that it left the home. It was left by the previous tenant of the home, and they just left it hanging there. And they came home, and their house was on fire one day, and that thing was untouched.
I don't know about you, but if I move into a new place and the only thing that's left behind
Is a print of a crying child.
I'm probably moving back out.
So-
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
In Brooklyn, my aunt lived in this apartment building that was a 2-family house, and the apartment itself was updated, but the hallways weren't. It had like creepy old wallpaper and no windows, and this fucking painting was hanging at the end of one of the hallways because it was like they reproduced them in prints and shit in the 70s, so lots of homes had them. So one of
this
these
what you tried
fucking
to get?
kids, huh?
Is this what you?
I tried to get the first one. So I almost bought one of the prints for Zach, but someone bought it already.
Oh man.
I know.
She was going to gift it to him
Yeah.
on the podcast, but then he decided not to be our friend.
Yeah.
What a
And
loser.
Someone else decided to buy it.
We're just gonna shit on him this whole episode when he's not here.
So
Thanks for the beer, Zach.
He's a poopy head.
Okay, anybody listening, go earmuffs. This would be a great bit for a horror movie.
It would be.
Yeah.
I think it kind of was though. It's kind of like Velvet Buzzsaw.
Yeah, there's more in
Same
here.
kind of thing.
It gets more intense
But
with the rumors.
The ghosts of the kids come out of the fucking
So-
paintings that the house is on fire because their orphanage got set on fire.
They started to claim that you can't burn this painting. So people tried, and apparently it doesn't work. But
wait, it's a
again,
different thing.
prints made in the 70s probably were pretty flame retardant and made with asbestos because it's the 70s. So I don't think that says
Coated.
much.
And we can't even use that word anymore. Retardant.
You can say it.
Developmentally disabled for fire. I don't know what that means. I don't know how to.
Fire developmentally
Flame
disabled.
disabler.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Flame disabled.
Handy capable flames.
It's okay. Reggie's wife's a teacher.
Yeah, we can say this.
I didn't say it. Okay, wait.
You did say retarded. I heard you say retarded.
Retardant.
Retardant. There's a dent in there.
Oh no,
It's a sound you make with your mouth. That's fine. Whatever.
That's fine.
People want to get offended. That's their fucking problem.
Just unfollow us if that's the issue.
So in 2002, a book called Haunted Liverpool claimed a teacher named George Mallory discovered that the artist of this painting was named Francot Seville, which is different from the dude that I named first. It was said that one of the street urchins, which is in quotes, because why do you call sad poor kids street urchins? I don't know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like vagrant children.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That
I
he
love
painted.
that term.
Street urchin.
It just makes me think of the
Rickety
oceanic
cricket.
urchin just chilling on a street corner asking for change.
Hopping trains to get from town to town. It's got one of them backpacks. It's like a stick and
But
like
he's
a-
being all sticky and slimy and shit because it's an urchin.
He's got a dog for some reason.
So they said that the boy's name was Don Benilo, and he started a fire that his parents died in Spain. So he became a street urchin that way. Apparently, he earned the nickname Diablo because fire seemed to follow the boy.
That's always good.
El Diablo.
The boy eventually died in a fire caused by an explosion during a car accident. Rumors.
Wild.
Later on, though, a journalist found that Seville was just a pseudonym for the Spanish painter Bruno. He had
Okay.
a bunch of them. He painted about 20 to 30 of these, and then they were mass-produced for department stores. This lore became so popular that they even had a fan club for the painting where they tracked
Crying
the
Boys
sales.
fan
Yeah. So people were reporting the sales of these guys, but I think it disbanded after a while. But yeah, these you could still get the prints there. They're like $100 on eBay, which is
Pretty
crazy.
wild. Like legit prints from that time period.
Yeah, from the 70s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Cool.
So that's the crying boy curse.
Curse of the Crying
Curse
Boys.
of the crying boy. So if you get this in your house, you risk your house burning down and it surviving. So maybe build your house out of these. If you can
Ooh.
build your house out of these
Oh,
boys,
yeah.
you'll be safe.
Mm-hmm.
The boys will protect
Crying-
you.
Either that or
Crying
you'll
boy
get
wallpaper.
mesothelioma, right?
Yes.
So we need to build our home out of crying boys. All right, moving on.
Anyway.
yeah, that was.
Yeah, what's next?
Yeah.
This creepy looking
So-
church.
Oh,
yeah.
cheers to the crying boys.
I was sidebar. If a kid was going to come out of a painting, do you think would you show like the ring sort of a montage, or do you think you would just go like flaming footsteps on the ground?
Dude, there's
That'd be pretty tight.
There's
if you did
an
that.
Yeah.
episode of
Especially
Supernatural
if
about that someone the painting keeps ending up at an antique shop and sold for like the equivalent of mapes, and people have it for a while and they die mysteriously, and it's because the little kid in the painting is coming out.
That makes
at
me feel
night
real good about
and
all that
slashing people up and then
Salati
going
stuff
back.
I bought.
Yeah, yeah, creepy little Victorian kid. But this is St. George Church. It's located in Lakova, Czech Republic. It's from the 13th century. So in 1968, during a funeral, parts of the roof began falling. So they took it as an omen, and the parishioners decided that they didn't want to go to that church anymore. So they started
During
holding
a
mass.
funeral?
Yeah, they started holding mass outside, and then just eventually went to another church.
I've
so,
heard of this
And
one.
abandoned it.
yeah.
Oh,
this
it gets
church
better.
sat in disrepair since then. But in 2012, a student named Jacob Hedrova, sorry if I'm butchering that, decided to use the church as the place that he was going to do his backdrop for his senior art thesis. So he filled the church with plaster casts of people covered in white cloth. And this is Jacob, just talking about it.
It's so fucking cool. It straight up looks like old ghosts. just
Yeah.
Sitting in the seats.
The name of the installation is called My Mind. It is permanent installation now. The ghost church started to attract tourists to the area who were eager to see all the church's occupants. So around 600,000 karuna, which is about 23,000 pounds, were raised, and they were able to fix the roof. So now they can hold masses there. They've had concerts since then, and they're slowly repairing the church.
I've always been a huge fan of the ominous hooded figure where you can't see anything underneath it.
Yeah, I put a
Like,
lot
there's
of
nothing.
these
There's
in
no
there.
like hands poking out or a face or anything. It's just fucking cool.
He did
And
some
there's-
pretty cool ones too, because a lot of them you could see were made from like old crochet tablecloths, so you can see the light through them and shit, and the patterns in them.
And it sounds weird, but honestly, like, because death is so overdone in things, like a black hooded cloak just is boring to me now. But whenever they do it like the white sheet type thing, it actually evokes an emotion now for me. As
You,
opposed
you
to
like guys wearing white sheets? Is that what you're saying?
It evokes emotion from you, I guess.
Evil death be like, I'm life.
I don't like burning things though.
No,
You only paint burning churches all the time, Bam. think you're letting us in on a little,
Yeah,
little
you're gonna
secret
switch over
side
to
here.
burning crucifixes,
The crucifix is
white cloaks and burning crucifixes.
the cross is usually in front of the burning.
if you have
item.
hate mail, send it to Chomp88.
hey,
On TikTok.
On TikTok, yeah,
Well,
go.
play hate is ball of the year. Hey.
But
This is really
Yeah.
fucking cool. This looks like
I
some
know.
fucking metal album artwork
yeah,
right here.
it looks like the one in the middle's holding a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is awesome.
So it's. I wonder if it was like a baptism or something. It was meant to be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or just some creepy ass figures.
Either
Well,
way,
I was
it's
thinking if it was
cool.
the baby, like ghost of a baptism.
Dude,
Wait,
I want.
what are these made out of again?
They're made out of plaster draped or plaster dip cloth draped over models of people.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he basically dipped it in plaster and then had someone stand underneath there to make the form of it.
Yep.
That's cool. I like that.
Brilliant idea.
How do you get it off them then?
I wonder
Without
if you could just
fucking
put
it
like
up.
plastic
Maybe, like,
underneath
lift
them. Yeah.
on the way up.
Just rub them and just
Vaseline.
massive amounts of Vaseline. Lube me up.
It's very interesting though. I like it.
I have a couple of them in here. I was like, okay, I've sent enough of this one specific.
Well, it's really cool.
And you can still visit the place from 1 to 4 on Saturdays. Apparently, they draw in about 150 people per weekend.
That's it.
It's only open from 1 to 4 on
I
Saturdays.
know, but it seemed like way more people would. Where is
It's
this?
in Czech Republic.
We need to go to the fucking Czech Republic.
I know.
like,
It's also
now.
a 13th century church.
Y'all got passports?
so- no.
You can get one in 8 weeks.
I like the one on the right there. You could see the pattern of the flowers and the tablecloth that he used. It's pretty rad. You can kind of see. I did a close up of the one in the back middle, but it looks like it's glowing because it's netted like
Oh.
that.
Yeah, it's cool.
Sweet.
Hey, Josh, you want to go to the Czech Republic?
Not particularly, but this is cool.
Yeah.
This is some cool ass installation art.
We fly to the Czech Republic, visit this, and then fly home.
Sounds like a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Maybe go to a couple of other places in Europe if you're doing that. Like
least go to-
Chernobyl,
At least go to a bar or something.
Pripyat. A bar in this church, and then fly back.
The Giger Bar.
At least get a buzz on for the ride home.
I think there's maybe one more in here where you could see the parishioners having mass with them.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Holy
I mean, the inside of the church still looks pretty rough.
Yeah. I don't think they've raced enough
There's just
to
people
do
standing
anything.
because there's no other seats because there's
too many dead people.
yeah,
Jeez.
empty
Nobody wants to
people
sit
there.
next to that one.
Yeah.
That
That's
would
why he
creep
looks
them
so
out.
glum, dude.
Yeah.
So to this one, we need a cheers to all of those dead people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And apparently they're supposed to be, the inspiration was the German immigrants that used to live there that got forced away after World War II.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Could you imagine being an installation artist and pouring all your time and effort into some crazy ass shit like this, and then you see somebody get famous over fucking duct tape and a banana?
Yeah. This was this dude's project for art school.
I mean, I feel like that would be the frustration of most artists who are really good at what they do, and then some jack off sells an NFT for $1 million.
Well, I hope this dude got an A on his project.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
What was the kid's name again?
Jacob Marley, the ghost.
Would it be
Oh.
Jacoby?
Jacob Marley, the ghost
Jacob
of past.
Hadrava.
To Jacoby.
Jacoby and Myers. What? The lawyers? You know.
Yeah.
You
Who's
have
this
a
guy?
DUI. Oh, this guy. This guy's Diego Velazquez.
To Diego!
To Diego.
Hi, Diego.
I mean, the famous Spanish painter,
Yeah,
Velazquez?
yeah. He was born in 1599 in Seville, Spain. He was
This is
in
the dude that
drinking.
painted ballerinas and shit all the time, right?
He painted mostly royalty because
Okay.
he got commissioned mostly by the church, but also was part of the court of King Philip the Fourth.
I remember seeing Salvador Dali speak very highly of this guy because he's a Spanish painter that was really fucking good.
Yeah, he was really good. I only included this one in there, but I definitely suggest people go look for it. You might have seen, there's one painting he's known for where it's a group of people, but there's a little person in it. So it looks like a child, but it has the face of an old person.
Oh, yeah. I know. Fuck. I wish I remembered the name of that one. But yeah, we did look at that in art history class when I was in school.
Yeah, that's one of his more known ones. This one is going to be the Rokeby Venus, also known as the Toilet of Venus.
The what?
Rokeby, the Toilet of Venus.
The
toilet.
Okay, just
Yeah.
making sure I understood. Yeah.
So this is the only nude he painted because he lived in Spain during the Spanish Inquisition, and it wasn't necessarily legal to paint nudes, but you know, it's the Spanish Inquisition, so don't paint nudes just in case Jesus doesn't like it.
It's a good thing Zach's not here because he would be bored with the fact that it was a female nude.
It's true. I don't know. Maybe she's tugging. We get to the other side of her.
Yeah, good point.
So the reason that people think that this is cursed is it was fine for the first couple people that owned it, but after that, the people that owned it kind of had some misfortunes, and they say it's because the face in it is really blurry, and it looks like she's staring at you, but you can't quite make it out.
Yeah, let's
So
talk about his
drove
technique for
people
a second here.
mad.
It's like, what time period was this?
1500s.
Yeah, this is like
Well,
very
1600s.
impressionistic for that time, I would say.
Yeah. And most of his stuff is pretty well rendered in the face, so this
Yeah.
is different for him. They say that maybe he didn't finish it. They think he did it at the end of his lifetime, but it's hard to track down because he kind of did it in secret because it was a nude.
That would make sense because a lot of it looks like it's unfinished, like around the cherub's wings up here.
Yeah.
Like that's not very thick paint. You can see
Yeah,
right
you
through
can
everything.
still see a little canvas.
It's not very like it's not a lot like what was around that time as far as
Yeah.
paintings go.
I'm wondering if he did it as a study or was just experimenting with stuff and
Yeah,
never
he
did
could've
like a
done that.
different, like more polished version.
Yeah, because I mean, you could totally take this and paint it layers upon layers of it until you get like crazy like Caravaggio looking thing, you know?
Which you can definitely
chiaroscuro.
see
Were
where he
a
could
lot
have
of
rendered the
his-
face out.
I don't recall if a lot of his paintings were like this or if this was like his particular style. Like, was it very brushstrokey like this?
Not overly. He was kind of similar to Rembrandt, but I feel like his stuff was more rendered than Rembrandt's was.
Okay. Yeah, I remember looking at this in art history class as well. This was a very controversial painting for that time.
Cheers to remembering our history class.
The fuck?
Cheers to getting doinked in the parking lot before our history class.
Yeah. That's what this whole podcast is about.
Basically.
There definitely was a lot of that.
Cheers to getting doinked right now.
There definitely was a lot of that.
There was a dude in my art history class that we thought was the professor the first day because he came in like a blazer with the patches on the elbows. And then he sat in the back of class. And progressively through the year, you could tell how stoned he was with how big of a family-sized bag of chips he was polishing off in one sitting.
Did he have a bowl cut?
No, he kind of looked like Luke.
Both my art history teachers had the same haircut, and they both said human instead of human.
Humans?
Yeah, human.
Human.
Were they cone heads? Like what?
I don't know. Like it looked like they
low
were.
tone.
It looked like they were the same person. One was just like a female version of that guy and a lot shorter. And the dude had like a crazy like Western mustache.
My
It's art history 1 and art history 2, Alfred State College,
my art
2000,
Were
2001.
they married or siblings?
I don't know.
Cheers to those guys.
Yeah,
Cheers.
I
Or-
wanna meet them.
Girls? Something?
Cheers, Alfred.
It's Pat.
Basically, yeah.
when I took art history, the person who did it at Broome was just, they had one of those overhead projectors where they just put the like clear plastic sheet on it, and then just talked like this the whole time for 45 minutes every day.
It's enough to put you to fucking sleep.
Yeah.
I had a mythology teacher that sounded like Ben Stein. And you didn't know when he was joking or not. The only way you knew is he went, and then kept talking, and we're like, that was a joke. We can't tell.
So for 3 months, that 3 days a week, we had to listen to that, and then he was like, "Okay, your final project is you have to choose an artist and do a presentation on them." We're like, "Okay, this is really awkward."
I don't like art anymore after listening to you talk for 3 hours a day.
Yeah, and that's what it was like. Almost 3 hours, 3 days a week.
Oh my
It was like 9 hours a
God.
week. Yeah, it was just
I'd rather
talking
read the book.
like this. Yeah, it was great.
All right. So what was the deal with the face in this? People didn't like it.
So people thought that it drove people mad because you couldn't tell if she was looking at you or you're looking at her through the weird mirror, and you can't make out what her eyes are doing, and she kind of looks like she's smiling at you but not. So the first person that it cursed was the Judges of Alba. She inherited it through personal effects from family, and the Duchess was one of the most powerful people next to the Queen in Spain. So around age 40, she died, which is really decently young, but
She died.
The Duchess of whatever died.
Alba, yeah. This was the 1800s, so it was a not super young age to die, but kind of young. So because she was 40 and a woman and in power, there were rumors that the reason she died was because she went mad by the gays because she stood forever beautiful and pretty and young, and she was getting old, so she killed herself.
Okay. That's
The
intense.
other rumor, since it's 1800s, does anyone want to guess something just as
She was a
ridiculous?
witch.
Yeah.
No,
She licked lead paint.
no,
Satan had sex with her at night and drove her mad.
no.
She got her period.
I have no guesses here.
Zeus did it.
She was
botched
smart.
abortion because she was trying to hide her love child with Francisco Goya.
Oh man.
Wow.
Whoa.
You expected us to guess that one?
it's out
Pretty
there.
specific.
It's very specific and also bullshit. It was just proved
Botched
very quickly.
abortions.
It was probably just tuberculosis.
Probably a tabloid for that time.
Yeah.
Fucking stop the presses.
That's another dude we need to talk
The
about.
Duchess.
Though. Goya.
We do,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
But yeah, it was probably just tuberculosis or some other sad disease of the time. But that was one of the rumors. The second person that was affected by it was named Don Manuel Godoy. He was a minister to the king and was too neutral when France was overtaken by Napoleon and his army. So because of that, they said he was flip-floppy because he got distracted by her stare, and it made him unsure of what to do.
Like a bitch.
So he failed at his job and became a fall
Like
man
a
for
fucking
the
punk
fucking
bitch.
royalty. So in the mid 1800s, it made its way to England, and in 1906, it ended up in the National Gallery, which we've mentioned quite a few times on the podcast. On March 10th, 1914, suffragette Mary Richardson snuck in a meat cleaver into the gallery
Is that what
and
this is?
struck the painting 7 times.
Yikes.
The fuck?
dude.
and the
How do
back
you
and
sneak in a
shoulders.
meat cleaver?
I feel like you just don't do this while you walk in.
Yeah.
Dun.
I mean, I
it's
imagine
the
security
1800s.
at security at art galleries back then was probably pretty lax.
but it's not like you're hiding like a razor blade that's like 1 inch by 1 inch. You're holding a meat cleaver.
well, they
that's
wore
a
like
good,
big dresses back
They
then. Maybe she
did.
just had it like in her.
She
Long
probably had it in
sleeves.
her bonnet or her giant hair where she hid her secrets and tuberculosis.
You know, Mac was laying out the ocular pat downs. She hid it in a good place. I'm gonna put this, put it on your fucking garter so you're just walking with it. And like, he's never gonna look under this frumpy dress.
clearly has never been at the cave.
It's true. But they asked why she did it, and she said, "I have destroyed the picture of the most beautiful woman in mythology history as a protest against the government for destroying Miss Pankhurst, who's the most beautiful character in modern day history."
What?
Apparently, she was upset that another suffragette was arrested and fucked this painting up. But they re-interviewed her in 1952, and she said it was just because all the dudes were gaping at it all day. So she was kind of pissed. But she used
Dudes were fucking
Pankhurst.
straight J and O to this.
Hey, you want to know where you can go see a butt?
But she used the other person as like a reasoning because that suffragette was just like, you could fuck things up just to get your point across. And she's like, I'm going to fuck things up. But
If you go down the third door on the left at the National Gallery, you can see a butt.
and she's kind of
Well, it's not
looking
like
at
they
you.
had the internet to look
Yeah.
up fucking crazy porno. At this
Google
time.
boobs. Trust me.
Trust me. These colors don't.
Come.
That was the 1800s version of it. Just
Oh,
a bunch of dudes being like, butt crack.
I'm sure it goes way back, like before this though.
Dudes were jerking it to like stick figure cave paintings. Don't lie.
A
Well, you know
freshly
that,
red
like-
tomato be like, oh.
One of the first works of art from like Mesopotamia was like the Venus de Milo or something. You know
Is
that
it
little
the guy with the huge?
No, it's like that
fucking
little
dong?
statue. I bet dudes
the
were
Venus
jerking
of
it to that too.
Willendorf.
I mean,
Yeah,
what-
Willendorf or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what.
Is she the one with the tits down to her knees?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't remember what the movie is, but it's a Seth Rogen quote. He's like, "I'm a dude. Give me 2 popsicle sticks, and I'll find some way to fuck it."
Yeah, pretty
Zach
much.
and Miri make a porno.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Pulled that one out.
Yeah. So, cheers to fucking popsicle sticks.
Shit.
I'm not gonna cheers to that, but I'll drink with you.
But this painting was restored, and it's still hanging up today. But yeah,
Is this the same thing?
yep, it's all
Suffragette.
slashes.
The
Actual
chopper.
dumb is done to the rugby Venus.
Did they at least get rid of her
Suffragette.
hatchet wounds?
At least 7 of them.
I mean-
with a chopper.
It looks
What a
like
great headline.
yeah. What happened? Like, is this 2 different times? Because
No,
it looks like there's different cuts on that
Oh, yeah.
one.
Go back. Yeah, that's different.
huh? I wonder if they just didn't get a good photo, and they were like, just take pen to it; it'll look the same.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah, they
yeah,
might
that's
have done
way
that, too.
different.
Yeah, because they were all on her back; they didn't happen on her hip or anything. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think somebody just took a pen to it.
Let's just draw on this photo. Pretend it's
Pretend
Hatchet
it's the
wounds.
hatchet marks. Make it more dramatic.
hatchet wound.
So this one is John D. And he is.
Oh, cheers to hatchet wounds.
Yeah.
Cheers to the lady
Cheers
with the
to
hatchet.
Velazquez.
By the way, your story, we should call you the Duchess.
The Duchess.
You're now known as the Duchess.
Yeah, that's
Why
your
am I the
nickname.
Duchess?
Because you're not the queen. You're the next down.
I mean, because it's
I
just
secretly run this shit. I'm the Duchess.
Does
'Cause
that
it's
make
just a-
Zach the queen?
Zach is definitely the queen, but the queen is below the Duchess. You're definitely higher up then. You're way more organized, but he gives us alcohol, so it's kind of
It's a tie.
yeah.
Makes
That's
us
a
very
draw.
disorganized.
So this one is John D. performing an experiment before Queen Elizabeth I.
Oh, God.
Who?
John D. Like Sandra.
Like John D. Rockefeller.
It's John Doe. He's going to totally fucking like... He's like, hey, queen, watch what happens when I smoke bath salts.
I eat your face.
I mean, it was a long time ago, so who the fuck knows what kind of experiments they were doing. But this is by Henry Gillard Gindoni. I I can't read my own penmanship. So John Dee was a confidant of Queen Elizabeth. He was revered for his knowledge in navigation, geography, medicine, mathematics, and alchemy. The painting, it seems to depict that he is combining elements to either cause combustion or put it out. A recent X-ray, however, revealed a circle of skulls surrounding Dee and the flames. So that's John
Oh,
Dee
that's him.
on the left, yeah, being all fancy.
What's up, boy?
And that's the painting. There's some
Ooh.
example zoomed in shots.
What?
There we go.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So you painted them, then painted over it?
Yeah, because whoever commissioned this probably wasn't very happy with it.
Yo,
So
what's with the witchcraft?
Where are they in this area?
they
you know?
are
Right
at
there.
the base of him, so
Yeah.
near the flames.
If you-
so
yeah, go
they
back.
surround the flames.
Oh,
It's like a
okay.
circle.
Ring
He's in a
around, yeah.
circle of the...
So the reason for this is because he wasn't only known for his mathematics, he also casted horoscopes for the queen. He knew alchemy. He said he spoke to angels. He was a spooky bitch, basically.
So he was an occult figure back then.
Oh yeah, he
He
was.
knew how to party. I
Yeah.
kind of want to hang with this dude.
So he predicted the day and time that they were going to be attacked by the Spanish Armada. He also predicted that she would become queen. So because of that, he became kind of the right hand man.
So he was
to
like the
queen.
court magician then.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
So he knew magic as well as science. So he used to fucking make things explode.
Fucking witchcraft.
about to make this party explode, if you know what I mean.
So
All right. So like those skulls were probably in there.
yeah, and whoever
and then-
commissioned the painting was like,
Yeah,
"Dude,
they weren't
paint
cool
over
with
those
it, so they
fucking
painted
skulls."
this fucking tile over it.
Yeah.
This
Like,
weird,
bro, I'm not gonna stretch another fucking canvas. You know how long that takes in like
It's like,
1800?
Jesus, dude, I
geez.
painted all these figures. Fuck you.
this weird 1990s tile.
So John Dee had a partner named Edward Kelly who used crystal balls for scrying and contacted angels and spirits. Together they made a magical table to call and converse with angels as well as different spirits. And it was written in Enochian, which is supposed to be like angel talk.
Yeah, it's language of the angels.
the Anunnaki.
No,
Enochian?
Enochian,
Yeah.
like Enoch.
Yeah.
Not A.
Some biblical shit.
AI, not the Nephilim.
No,
So you can find this.
that's also a biblical thing too, though.
Yeah. You could find that and what they called the Shrew Stone, which was their scrying stone. It's still on display at the British Museum. Their partnership, however, dissolved after a while because Kelly's name wasn't actually Kelly. He changed it. It was originally Talbot, and Talbot had his ears cut off for thievery. Talbot also claimed that the angels talked to him and said, "Hey, John Dee, the angel said I really need to fuck your young hot wife." And he's like, "You know what? We can't be friends anymore." So because
Let
of
me
that,
see
he
your
kind
ear.
of his reputation kind of went downhill. But before that, he was fucking magic man for the queen.
This
What time
story
period
is
was this again?
insane.
Queen Elizabeth the first time.
So it's like what?
17s, 18s.
Dude.
We gonna Wikipedia that one?
Yeah, I'm gonna look
I'm
at
just trying to
right
figure
sounds
out
awesome.
if this was
I wanna
part of
fucking
like
party
the,
with this
the
bro.
occult movement in that time. If that dude was.
I think it was. He was
Here, why don't you go ahead
born July 15th or
Whatever.
July 13th, 1527.
Oh, okay, so this
and
is
died
way
in
older than I thought it was.
1608.
So are you
1600s. Everybody's running around doing witchcraft and shit.
Sorry.
Eating acid.
Conjuring demons.
Yeah.
eating
My
what?
s- Eating acid.
I thought you said eating ass.
Yeah, you
Eating
need
ass.
you
Well,
need
Kelly was
Yeah.
trying, and
You
John
need
D
to
was
get-
like, "No."
you need to get the duh on there for that. So are you trying to say that whatever he's sprinkling in that you would totally have huffed?
Dude, I want to hang out with this guy. I want to be like, I want to see your scry stone and look into the fucking future sight, man.
Yeah. Apparently, it was really accurate with his predictions. So
At least once.
twice.
All you need is one.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Magic Man and Scientist.
Was there anything else about this painting though that made it particularly like cursed artwork, or is it just because
No,
this
just
dude
those spooky bitches.
this dude was just
He
into the
was a
occult?
showman, and he was into the occult, which is crazy for that time. Because if he wasn't, he would have probably been burned
Yeah,
as
they
a
would have
witch.
fucking killed him.
Yeah.
If he didn't have an in.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, look, guys, I got sparklers. And he's like, witchcraft.
You can do what? Math.
What witchery is
Hang
this? Burn him at the stake. Whoa, guys, it's cool. I got cannabis. Hold on. Easy.
So when I was in 7th grade, they were like, you guys can do whatever you choose as your like science fair project. So I was like, I want to figure out like what makes cool colors during fireworks. So they were like, all right, well,
So you burn some plastic.
no. So what we did was we just bought a giant propane torch and we just threw a bunch of shit in the fire to see what would change the fire or change the colors of it. But that's what that reminds me of because we're like, ooh, salt. That turns it green.
It honestly
and, like,
might be just what he's fucking doing.
yeah.
He's probably like, you know what I can do?
Magnesium.
Yeah, but we
I can make angels appear. It's a sugar.
But me and my dad did this in like our wood paneled basement, like right next to the wood panel.
Dude,
Like-
I've seen your
That
basement.
sounds very dangerous.
Oh, it was.
His
it
dad
was-
used to woodwork and never cleaned up the fucking like pieces of wood. So
All
they
right,
were
it was
like,
just so there's sawdust and wood
Oh,
everywhere.
Yeah, no, this was fucking dangerous as shit.
Your fucking house is going up like a box.
when
of
his
matches.
mom was cleaning out the basement, I'm like, dude, I'm pretty sure that groundhog your dad hates lives in that fucking wood pile.
Yeah. And we were just down there with the little flamethrower, just throwing shit into it.
So if you can party with any one of these paintings, who would you party with?
This fucking guy.
Fucking this guy,
Hell
right?
yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Talk to angels for me, bro.
It's
What's
like, hey,
happening?
man, let's trip some balls and see what kind of demons you can summon.
Let's just throw shit in fire. I mean, I already enjoy doing that.
I think Kelly also supposed to be in this painting, but he might be cropped off. I think it's the dude that's like kind of behind him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's wearing a big old hat to cover his no ears.
Was it the dude holding the staff like Gandalf?
Yeah, I think
back there?
so. He's a magician. Of course he's going to be extra and have staff.
Of course.
Man.
Could you imagine like being back then and like going through all this future shit and then just getting like the most obscure images of like what the future's
Right,
going to
that's
be
all
like?
that.
Everybody's going to have this thing in their pocket and they're going to go on this app and like take pictures of food. The future's going to be fucking crazy.
Dude.
Probably
there's
sucks.
This woman,
They hate
she
us.
lived in I think it was 1400s. And she was born deformed. So she tried to live amongst people. And was like, I'm going to go back to the cave I was born in. So she hung out there and she started writing predictions for people. But she made like slam poetry about what was going to happen. And this one dude's like, I fucking hate you. I'm going to come arrest you because clearly you're a witch and you're into devil shit. And she's like, oh, you'll never make it to me. And the dude got arrested on the way over because he did something illegal before leaving and he got arrested. And she's like,
She wins.
Shit.
Yeah. Somewhere I have a book of her slam poetry. You could still visit her cave.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
I guess that's cursed artwork too.
Cursed artwork too.
What's
Electric
next? Are we going to
Boogaloo.
do something else for Halloween season here?
I'm gonna try to do the color palette stuff, but
For movies?
yeah.
We could do that like a critique episode if like
Yeah.
we each
Yeah,
get
that
on one
sounds
of those
cool.
like
But
Yeah.
I work till 8:30 next week, so Zach's probably not gonna be happy.
We'll talk about that. He already has plans, so we're good.
Sweet. So we're gonna have to find a way to troll Zach next week for not being here.
we'll do
he
a
will be
second
here.
John Carpenter
Yeah, I'm saying for not
episode
being here.
without
We'll do it
Zach.
again and pretend like we like we'll all pretend.
Hey, here's
like
my
we've never done it
analysis
before.
of Big Trouble in Little Chinatown.
Which you still get the name wrong. It's Big Trouble in Little China.
Fuck.
Yeah, Chinatown is New York City.
I mean,
difference
doesn't it
between
take
China-
place in
Every
Chinatown and
basically
San Francisco?
Chinatown, bro.
Right. There's a difference between China and Chinatown.
But it's Little China.
Yeah, but
like,
it takes place in San
It is
Francisco's
Chinatown.
Yeah.
That's where it takes place.
I will
So I can see why you would make that
That's true.
mistake.
It's not a film noir Jack Nicholson film. What are you doing, you idiot?
It's only the greatest movie ever made.
All I remember from it
So-
is fucking lasers.
There's a
Fucking
really
riding the lightning and shit.
there's a
Dudes
really
exploding.
shitty Jack Nicholson movie that I watched because it was $1 at the dollar store back in the day, and it was a horror movie. I think it's the first thing he ever did, and it's called The Terror. And I don't think anything happens in that fucking movie. I remember there being a castle and just Jack Nicholson face doing this.
Like his
That was the
angry
plot.
eyebrows.
Yeah,
Confused Jack
So-
Nicholson.
Well, being that it's the month of Halloween, real quick, what's your favorite shittiest horror movie ever?
Favorite shitty horror movie?
Yeah,
like B movie.
just
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Fuck yeah.
okay. Is that yours?
Fuck. Lair of the White Worm.
I
Okay.
think
It's
that's
on
on
Amazon
Amazon
Prime.
right
It is
now.
on Amazon
It is.
Prime.
Yeah.
If you want to watch a lady get fucked with a snake dildo.
Yes.
Cool.
Fucking Sleepaway Camp. It's such a
Sleepaway
bad
Camp.
lazy
That's one.
movie.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love it.
Fuck.
They put all of their budget into that mask.
Yeah.
You know what mine is?
What is it?
Deathbed, the bed that eats.
Cool.
It's a bed that has an inner monologue and it digests people.
It's
and
a-
at one point, Corey Matthews' dad, his hands touch it, but he gets away, so he's just sitting there with skeleton hands for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, it's literally
So
it's
stupid.
Can
literally
you still move them?
yeah. Oh yeah. It's a cave in the middle of nowhere with this giant 4-poster ornate giant bed. And as soon as you sit on it, the bed comes alive and like turns
But
into acid.
The best part is it opens with kids stumbling upon it, and it's 70s kids, and they have a bucket of KFC for some reason,
Yep.
and they put the bucket on the fucking bed, and
And the
they're
bed's like,
making out, and then you could see the stomach acid just taking the chicken in, because clearly it was just like they filmed a yellow tub of stuff that they just threw different foods into
It's so
to
good.
show it digesting.
That's funny.
things.
Yeah.
Psycho Gorman's pretty awesome too.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
that's
watch
really
that one.
dumb,
Yeah.
but it's like so good.
It's good.
It's
Fucking
so
awesome.
so stupid.
Make sure to comment
I
below
have a
your
close-
favorite.
I
Yeah,
have a
if
close
you,
second
if you made
one.
it this far into the episode and you're still here, comment your favorite shitty horror movie
Also,
below.
In other
We-
words,
we-
Pat,
Yeah.
please do.
We brought this up before on episodes that audio got fucked up. If you have any artwork you would love for us to critique, feel free to email
ourdamagestudios@gmail.com.
and maybe we can comprise a viewer episode of our art critique.
That'd be
Can
fun.
You might not like the results of it because we're probably gonna trash it, but
Hey, it's a roast.
exactly, it's
It's a roast.
gonna be like the
Or if
roast
it's
of
good,
Charlie
thinks it's
Sheen.
funny.
Might be good too.
You know?
You never know.
Can I pick a second bad movie that I love?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Nicolas Cage Wicker Man, because he goes full cage and he punches like 5 women in the face.
It's pretty good.
He dresses in a bear suit and like headbutts people and yells a bunch.
I haven't seen that
Great.
new one with him yet, like the Wonderland thing or whatever. Like the
I haven't seen
it's
praise
like
for that.
yeah, it's some
National Treasure.
No, it's on Shudder, I think now. It's like some
Oh, National Treasure 2. That's right. Yeah.
no. He gets like basically his car breaks down and there's like this Willy's Wonderland. I think that might be the name of it. It's like a fucking puppet thing, you know, like one of those horror rides you drive through and there's like
Oh.
shit, but like apparently the things are alive and try and kill them.
Oh,
I heard
it's like
all right.
Freddy. Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy the movie.
Yeah.
right.
Basically.
We
But
gotta
the
watch
unlicensed movie.
that. I still have to watch Mandy.
Mandy's fucking awesome.
It sounds
That
real
movie
good.
is a fucking acid
It
trip.
sounds like it's gonna
slash
make me
horror
sad,
movie. You gotta watch it. It's so good. And
like
he
the
does
color
go
out of
full cage in
space.
that.
Going full cage. I feel like
There's an
all he does.
obscene amount of gore in that
All right.
movie too. It's great.
So, weird question, but name a movie with Nicolas Cage that he doesn't go full cage.
That's hard to do.
Raising Arizona, he doesn't go full cage. I don't
Yeah.
think. What's the one with the lottery?
Ghost Rider. He tries to have a fucking like accent the whole time. Like, hey, I'm Southern. I'm a Southern Nick Cage. Look at me. I like motorcycles. Beep, beep.
But I feel like that's his alternate personality, so it's still him going full cage.
Yeah, man. I'm
Yeah.
Johnny Blaze. I like motorcycles.
Where do you
Beep,
think-
beep, beep.
I would have said the color out of space, but he definitely goes full cage about the alpacas.
Yeah,
in
the
that movie.
alpacas. He loves his alpacas. What do you think is the first movie he went full cage?
Oh, wasn't he in Kick-Ass?
Yeah, he was.
He was.
He did
Yeah,
not, he did
he
not
was
go
like
full
he
cage
was
in
pretty
that.
in the background
Oh,
in the
yeah.
Kick-Ass movies.
What first movie? I'm pretty sure they filmed his birth, and he probably wasn't screaming or. He was
Raising
probably,
Arizona.
he was probably
pretty early
screaming
in
at that
his
point.
Overall catalog, right?
Yeah.
What's that vampire movie he's in?
He's in a vampire
What
movie?
vampire?
Yeah, he's like a fucking vampire or something. I forget the name of it.
No idea.
Yeah, it's not
Because like
good.
Face Off starts off with him being
Dude,
full Nicolas
fucking
Cage.
Face Off is
He's
the
like,
stupidest
"Suck my
concept
tongue."
of the movie,
Hold on.
and I
What
love
if
it.
you took Nick Cage's face and transplanted it onto John Travolta's face?
It would just look like Nick Cage's face stretched over John Travolta's face.
Should we?
Isn't that a John Woo movie though? Like it's directed by some crazy action director. I remember the hype around that movie when
Yeah.
I was a kid, and it came out like this is so dumb.
Should we do an episode of
All
the,
Nick
Nick
Cage.
Cage
the
movies.
art of going full cage?
We should.
I'll just agree to that because it'll probably never happen. Sure.
Probably,
yes,
sure.
we should. You write it. There
We
you
should
go.
explore
For
his
Con
entire
Air,
collection.
man?
That's what I mean. Yeah, just
Yeah.
Con Air's great.
He doesn't really
Con
go
Air.
full cage in that.
He
though, I
doesn't.
don't think. Leaving
comes close.
Las Vegas, he definitely goes
Oh,
full
yeah.
cage.
Who the
I've
fuck
never
who
seen
was
it.
the
Totally
director of
depressing
Con
movie.
Air? Wasn't it the Transformers guy? Fucking Bay?
Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Quite
I've
possibly.
never
Yeah.
seen Con Air.
It's such a
And
ridiculous
the
movie.
Rock. Was the Rock him too? Was that him and Sean Connery? Because like
Yeah, The Rock.
terrorists are taking Alcatraz. It's like, oh fuck no.
You know
See,
what's
I've never seen Con Air, but my slightly drunk ass just went, "Wait, he's in Soul Plane?"
Dave Chappelle's in that movie.
I know. That's why it's hilarious if Nick Cage was.
Sean Connery reminds me another movie that's not horror based, but it's an embarrassing movie, and I love it. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
You know, he did that
Fucking
movie
love
because
that movie.
Gentlemen.
he got offered the role of Gandalf in Lord of the Rings, and he was
And
like,
he
"I
didn't
don't,
wanna
I
take-
don't understand this role. I don't want to play this role." And
Yeah.
like,
But he also apparently didn't understand this role. It's
But-
like, did you read?
well,
any of
what
the
happened
scripts?
was like Lord of the Rings came out and was just fucking huge, you know. And then he's like, "Well, I guess I should do a fantasy character," and that's what League of
Yeah.
Extraordinary Gentlemen was.
But he
Oh
didn't
shit!
understand
I
this
can't
character
pretend to
either.
be a Frenchman in the Highlander anymore.
Yeah, can you
fucking
can you
piss?
picture him as Gandalf though? I really can't. Like compared. to
Oh
Ian
Jesus
McKellen.
fucking Christ, Frodo!
That's what happened with the
Or
ori-
lay it down, lay down with a really thick Scottish. Jesus fucking Christ, Gandalf!
I just blanked.
Listen up, Frodo. Stop drinking your fucking shite. We got some fucking orcs to fight. Get your fucking shite together.
I love how he turned into Donkey at the end of that. Started as Sean Connery. And
And then just
Donkey.
went full fucking Scottish TikToks. Fucking shite.
I feel like he also turned down another, like, he was also supposed to be, I think, in The Matrix. And he turned it down.
Was Jesus.
Yeah.
I wonder who he's going to play in that.
I think he was supposed to be Morpheus, maybe?
Oh, that wouldn't have worked out at all.
Yeah, that's weird.
What's what the original Dumbledore in Harry Potter? Similar story. They asked him to be the character, and he was like, "The fuck is this? I don't want to do this." And his granddaughter had read the book, and I guess he was like over there for like Christmas and was talking about it, the actor, and was saying,
Well,
that.
didn't he die like shortly after that
Yeah,
movie was
like
made?
he
Yeah.
did one movie, right?
Yeah, he only did the one, but he mentioned that, and his granddaughter was like, "Fuck you," and would like refuse to talk to him for weeks until he actually signed on to the movie.
Yeah, that was the same dude who played Marcus Aurelius in Gladiator.
that's it, yeah.
That guy.
yeah, but yeah, refused to talk to him because he wouldn't.
That guy was in some good movies.
Yeah,
I forget what other ones.
That's like the same story as Raul Julia being in Street Fighter. He was like, "Why do I want to be in Street Fighter?" And then his kid's like, "Street Fighter's awesome. You should totally be in this movie." And then he ended up in Street Fighter.
is that like street urchin,
Sewer urchin.
sewer urchin? That's even cooler.
Kylie Minogue is in
Dude,
Street Fighter.
technically, Street Urchin, Street Fighter would just be hobo fights.
Oh,
Awesome.
bum
fights.
Yeah.
All right, we've come to the bum fight thing, so we should probably wrap it up.
We've come full
Peace.
circle.
List your favorite horror movie below.
Yes.
Favorite bad
Oh wait, we never said. Oh wait, did we? Who would you party, drink with, smoke with?
John D. all the way.
I would definitely party with John D.
Yeah,
just to
that
see
old-
what kind of demons he conjures.
I want to be part of that dude's crew.
Right?
I want to see Kelly with
Hey,
no
bitch,
ears.
hold my scry stone. I got some shit to look at. Hold on. Bam.
All right, that wraps it up.
All right, see you guys.
I feel like it'd be cool if Kelly didn't have